Hello friends, in this video lecture I am going to discuss about antigen processing and presentation. Different antigen when enter inside the body, the important cell which is present in the body process the antigen and present it to the immune cell like T helper or T killer cell, and the cell which play role of presenting the antigen to the immune cell is antigen presenting cell. So when antigen enter inside the body either through wound, air or water, when it reach in the blood, first cell come into the action is antigen presenting cell. So the antigen presenting cell play important role of presenting the antigen and activating the immune system against that particular antigen. Two different type of antigen presenting cells work in the animal body, like professional antigen presenting cell and non-professional antigen presenting cell. Three important type of a professional antigen presenting cell is studied, like phagocytic cell, B cell and dendritic cell. Out of these three, dendritic cell is most important antigen presenting cell which present the antigen to both T helper and T killer cell. Non-professional antigenic presenting cell include epithelial cell, vascular cells, some glial cells of the brain and beta cell of the pancreas. In today's lecture, I am going to discuss about two different pathways which used by the antigen presenting cell to present and process the antigen. First pathway is a cytosolic pathway and second pathway is a endocytic pathway. Both these pathway occur inside the antigen presenting cell. By these pathways, antigen presenting cell process the antigen and present the antigen to either T helper or T killer cell. In today's lecture, first I am going to discuss cytosolic pathway of the antigen presentation. But before starting with the actual pathway, I just want to give quick introduction of the antigen presenting cell and T cell interactions. Okay, suppose this is APC or antigen presenting cell. The antigen presenting cell present the process antigen either to T killer cell or T helper cell. We know that both these type are the type of white blood cell lymphocytes and play important role in cell mediated immunity and for activation of both humoral and CMI branch of the immunity. Okay, so both these cells are important component of the immune system, and activation of both these cells is needed when any new antigen enter inside the body. Now if antigen enter inside the body and the antigen is extracellular like bacteria, now the antigen presenting cell engulf the extracellular antigen by the process of endocytosis, phagocytosis or pinocytosis, and after entry of the antigen inside the cell process the antigen and present the important fragment of the antigen on a molecule to T helper cell, and this molecule which is used for presenting the antigen to T helper cell is called MHC, that is major histocompatibility complex. Two type of MSC molecule present on the antigen presenting cell as MSC class 1 and MSC class 2. The antigen presenting cell which present the antigen to T helper cell always have MSC class 2 type of molecule on the surface. That means T helper cell always recognize antigen which is presented on MSC class 2 molecule by antigen presenting cell. And when this T cell come close to the antigen presenting cell, T cell bind to the antigen by using TCR, T cell receptor. I am going to discuss about detailed structure of TCR and MSC class 2 and class 1 molecule in my upcoming videos. Now once this TCR combined with MSC class 2 antigen complex, then this T helper cell get activated, and we know that activated T helper cell have ability to activate both B cell and T killer cell. That means this is the cell which is responsible for developing humoral as well as cell mediated immune response. This is all about the T helper cell. Okay, if the antigen is present already inside the cell, okay, that means it is an intracellular antigen. And if cell process the intracellular antigen like virus or abnormal proteins, in that case, with the help of rough endoplasmic reticulum, this antigen presenting cell process the antigen and present the antigen on a MSC molecule. And this is MSC class 1 molecule. And now this MSC class 1 antigen complex will going to present the antigen to T killer cell. And similar with the T helper cell, T killer cell recognize antigen MSC class 1 complex by using TCR. That is T cell receptor. And once this T killer cell combine with antigen MSC class 1 complex, the T killer cell get activated, which play important role in the cell mediated branch of the immunity. That means antigen presenting cells have ability to activate both T killer cell and T helper cell. You have to remember that T killer cell recognize antigen on MSC class 1 molecule, while T helper cell recognize antigen on MSC class 2 molecule. MSC class 1 molecule present the process antigen to T killer cell, while MSC class 2 molecule present the process antigenic peptide to T helper cell. There is a trick to remember this combination. MSC class 1, which is present on the antigen presenting cell, is also attached with CD8 molecule, which is present on the T killer cell. That means T killer cell make two main attachment with the antigen MSC class 1 complex, which is TCR and CD8 attachment, while T helper cell have CD4 molecule, that is cluster of differentiation 4 molecule, which make attachment with the MSC class 2 molecule. If we develop a simple formula, then we can remember this concept. Okay, so now T helper cell, T killer cell. T helper cell have CD4. T killer cell have CD8. Okay, now CD8 recognize MSC class 1 on antigen presenting cell, so into 1, while CD4, which is present on T helper cell, recognize MSC class 2. So CD4, which is present on the T helper, into 2, and CD8, which is present on T killer, into 1. If we multiply this, answer remains same, that is 8. Okay, so when this attachment take place, TCR and CD8 attach to the MSC class 1 molecule, this binding result in activation of T killer cell, while TCR and CD4 of T helper cell, when attached with the MSC class 2, it will going to activate T helper cell. This is the background of both the pathways, that is cytosolic and endocytic pathway. Remember that antigen presenting cell which present the antigen to T killer cell always process intracellular antigen, while antigen presenting cell which present the antigen to T helper cell process extracellular antigen. The antigen which is intracellular processed by cytosolic pathway, while the antigen which is extracellular, it is processed by endocytic pathway. So now I am going to show you how exactly the intracellular antigen which is present inside the antigen presenting cell processed by this cell and then present that antigen on MSC class 1 molecule on the surface of cell. Okay, so first of all, remember when antigen enter inside the antigen presenting cell like virus, cytosolic pathway started. Cytosolic pathway mainly take place in the cytoplasm and rough endoplasmic reticulum. We know that a eukaryotic cell always show presence of organelle attached to the nucleus, which is rough endoplasmic reticulum. There are two different type of endoplasmic reticulum present in the eukaryotic cell, like smooth endoplasmic reticulum and rough endoplasmic reticulum. Rough endoplasmic reticulum generally have number of ribosome on the surface. So it look rough under the electron microscope. So we call it as a rough endoplasmic reticulum. Now this rough endoplasmic reticulum and cytoplasm are the site of cytosolic pathway. Okay, and cytosolic pathway occur in the antigen presenting cell which present the antigen to T killer cell. First, if these things are clear, then now we can start with the actual pathway. When antigen is present inside the cell, antigens are nothing but the proteins. Okay, so if this is antigen or abnormal protein which is present in the cell, and now cell want to process this antigen and present a part of this antigen on MSC class 1 molecule. And now once this antigen is presented on MSC class 1 molecule, T killer cell can recognize that antigen and get activated. Okay, so if this is antigen and it is a protein, then protein always have carboxy terminal and amino terminal. Proteins are the polymers of amino acids. Okay, now there are various type of protein which is present in the cell, and how cell differentiate between normal protein and antigen. And for this differentiation, cell use ubiquitin molecule. Okay, for example, this is antigen. In the first step of the cytosolic pathway, ubiquitin molecule get connected or get attached to the N-terminal site of antigen, and this attachment of the ubiquitin to the N-terminal lysine molecule is catalyzed by the enzyme ubiquitin synthase or ubiquitin transferase complex. Okay, that means in this reaction ubiquitination occur, and during this reaction ubiquitin molecule get attached to the antigen on close to the N terminal. Okay, now you can see this group is attached on the N terminal of the antigen. Okay, and this reaction is catalyzed by the enzyme with the help of energy provided by ATP. Here you can see hydrolysis of ATP into AMP and pyrophosphate. By using this energy, this ubiquitin get attached to the N terminal of the antigen. Remember, this reaction is occurring inside the cytoplasm somewhere here at this point in the antigen presenting cell. Once ubiquitin molecule get attached to the antigen, now this protein is ready for degradation, because inside the cell cytoplasm special protein complexes are present called proteosomes. Okay, this is proteosomes, which can easily degrade the protein molecule have ubiquitin tag. That means this tagging help in degradation process. Okay, these proteosomes are the large complex of the protein which is called as 26S complex. Okay, S is Swedberg unit. Now this proteosomes is divided into two parts. The middle portion of the proteasome is called 20S part, while the side portion of the protein is called 90S part. This 19S portion is the regulatory portion of the proteasomes. Once the proteasomes come close to the antigen ubiquitin molecule, then this protein enter inside the central core of the proteasome assembly. And inside the central core, once the protein enter, it get degraded by the action of protease enzymes which is present in the complex. And due to action of these proteasomes, several fragments of the antigens are produced. Okay, here you can see peptides. These peptides are nothing but the fragments of antigen which is produced by this reaction with the help of proteasome, and the protein which is degraded is identified by proteasomes by using ubiquitin tag. Okay, so this reaction happen or occur inside the cytoplasm of antigen presenting cell. Once the peptides are produced, now cell have to connect this peptide, one of the peptide, on MSC class 1 molecule. MSC class 1 molecule which I have shown here, okay, is made up of two different type of chains. Before understanding the next pathway or next half of the pathway, you should understand the structure of MSC class 1 molecule. MSC class 1 molecule present on antigen presenting cell have two chain. The long chain with a 3 domain is called alpha chain, while the short region is present which stabilize the alpha chain is called beta 2 microglobulin chain. That means this MSC class 1 molecule is made up of two parts, alpha chain and beta 2 microglobulin chain. Okay, the MSC class 1 structure is quite different from MSC class 2. Okay, in today's lecture I am focusing on MSC class 1 only. Once the peptide complex is produced in the cytoplasm, simultaneously MSC class 1 is synthesized inside the rough endoplasmic reticulum lumen. Okay, this is the membrane of rough endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, antigenic peptides are produced in the cytoplasm. In the same time, MSC class 1 molecule is synthesized inside the rough endoplasmic reticulum. First, alpha chain of the MSC class 1 molecule is produced. Now this alpha chain when produced is not functional. Okay, so new protein come in the action which is called as calnexin, and this calnexin protein is molecular chaperone. Okay, chaperones are the protein which present in the endoplasmic reticulum which play role of folding the protein. Newly formed protein are folded into the proper conformation by using calnexin or chaperone proteins, and after folding the protein get activated. So initially this alpha chain of MSC class 1 molecule is inactive, but after binding of calnexin to the alpha chain, alpha calnexin complex is produced, and this calnexin fold the alpha chain into proper functional conformation. Once this structure is produced, now the second part of the MSC class 1, that is beta 2 microglobulin chain, is come in the picture, and now this beta 2 microglobulin chain get attached to the functional alpha chain, and now this complete MSC class 1 molecule is produced inside the rough endoplasmic reticulum. When beta 2 microglobulin get in action, at the same time calnexin is released. Okay, here you can see the calnexin protein. That means what is the function of calnexin? It is a molecular chaperone which play important role of folding alpha chain and giving it proper conformation so that it get activated. And once alpha chain get activated, beta 2 microglobulin chain get connected to the alpha chain, and at the same time chaperone calnexin release. Now this is the complete functional MSC class 1 molecule, but it still present inside the rough endoplasmic reticulum. Now three important chaperone protein come into the process, which are trypsin, calreticulin and ERP57. Remember the names because every protein is essential in the remaining process. First is a trypsin. Trypsin is a TAP associated protein. Okay, that means the endoplasmic reticulum membrane have two TAP protein, TAP1 and TAP2, and these two protein provide entry side for the peptide into the rough endoplasmic reticulum. This peptide will going to attach to the MSC class 1, and for the entry TAP1 and TAP2 provide way. Okay, and now this TAP1 and TAP2 is come in association with the trypsin in the remaining pathway. So trypsin is nothing but the TAP associated protein. Now the second protein which play in the role of binding of peptide to the MSC class 1 molecule is calreticulin. Calreticulin is also an example of molecular chaperone, while the third protein is ERP57. This calreticulin and trypsin get attached to the MSC class 1 molecule, while ERP7 covalently bound on the molecular structure. Okay. Now once this complex is produced, now here you can see the complex have MSC class 1 alpha chain, beta 2 microglobulin chain, trypsin, calreticulin and ERP57. Now this complex is produced inside the rough endoplasmic reticulum, and it is the complex where MSC class 1 molecule now ready to accept the antigenic peptide. But till antigenic peptides are present in the cytoplasm. Okay, now someone have to transfer the antigenic peptide from cytoplasm into the endoplasmic reticulum, and this transfer is facilitated by TAP protein. Okay, TAP1 and TAP2 are the membrane associated protein, and with the help of ATP hydrolysis or with the help of energy of the ATP, peptide molecule of 8 to 10 amino acid which is produced in the above reaction is transported. Here you can see peptides are transported into the lumen of rough endoplasmic reticulum, and now this peptide get attached on the peptide binding cleft of the MSC class 1 molecule. Once this peptide get attached on the peptide binding cleft, now this MSC class 1 peptide complex is called complete complex. Now it is ready to transfer on the surface of cell. At the time of binding of the peptide, these three protein, trypsin, calreticulin and ERP57 release. Okay, so in complete complex, only MSC class 1 and peptide fragment is produced. Once the complete complex is produced inside the rough endoplasmic reticulum, now this complex transported from rough endoplasmic reticulum to the Golgi complex. We know that Golgi complex is the another organ which is present in the antigen presenting cell or animal cell. Once this complex is transported to the Golgi complex pack the complex in the vesicle. Okay, so this structure is properly folded and packed in Golgi vesicles, and now vesicle transport the MSC class 1 antigen complex on the cell surface. And once this complex is transported on the cell surface, complex get attached on the cell membrane and get stabilized. In this way, antigen presenting cell present the antigenic peptide to T killer cell by binding on MSC class 1 molecule. That means now this antigen presenting cell is ready to present the antigen to T killer cell. And now when T killer cell attach to the MSC antigen complex with the help of TCR and CD8 molecule, this T killer cell get activated. And once T killer cell get activated, cell mediated immunity is started. Okay, so this is the pathway which occur inside the cytoplasm when antigen present inside the cell, and this pathway is called cytosolic pathway. Okay, if the antigen is present outside the cell and cell have to take antigen inside before processing like this, okay, the pathway occur which is called as endocytic pathway. In my next lecture, I am going to discuss in detail about the pathway which occur in the antigen presenting cell, and the antigen is presented to T helper cell, and the pathway is endocytic pathway. Thank you.